What's up, everybody? My name is Shadow Phoenix. Welcome back to the channel and another Planet Coaster news update about the DLC. Today is the big day. The new DLC Magnificent Rides was supposed to come out today. So you guys, if you haven't already heard, I don't know if they actually announced it on their Twitter or on any of their social media, but they did on the forums. But I know a lot of people don't pay attention to the forums. I wish I kind of couldn't, but anyway, so what's happening is there's a delay on the DLC. It is not going to be out today, December 18th. There's no official word yet on what day it's going to come out. Just they're only saying a day or two. It could be tomorrow, it could be Thursday, it could be Friday, maybe. It's hard to say. I imagine it will probably be out for the weekend. For those of you who are wondering the reason why it is going to be delayed, that's because they found a bug in one of the rides that they just recently announced yesterday. And I didn't actually cover this yesterday because, well, they had the 24-hour thing going on with all the media and stuff. And I got home last night and I was just like, you know what? There was no picture to go along with it or anything like that. There was only just a short video, which is playing right now. Of course, I've slowed it down. But what we're getting, the last ride that was announced was, they call it Skies, and it is the Chairlift. I did not think we were going to get the Chairlift in this pack, at least not until last Friday when it was kind of leaked in the Mac photos, or the Vector as they call it. So it was kind of leaked in those photos, and there were still people saying, oh, well, that's not true. They said on the forums that it's going to be that wasn't an actual ride, that's not the last ride, that was only Theme Maker's Toolkit stuff. I mean, there was one guy who wrote on my video comments like 6 times they said this was going to be Theme Maker's Toolkit. You know what? If you believe that, I just don't know what to tell you. The evidence was right there in front of you. Anybody who actually believed that was Theme Maker's Toolkit's item, I honestly, I don't know what to say. I'm face palming, honestly. It was right in front of us. There was no reason for them to make a Theme Maker's Toolkit just to troll us. There was, why waste the efforts and the time that they had to put this together? Because time is money. It's a business. Time is money. They're not going to do that. They're not going to troll us with a quick photo that, it's not even like they actually lifted up either. As soon as it went up, they took it down. That has every single quality of being real right there, and that they were trying to hide it. Because they screwed up and released the wrong photo. So, yeah, I don't know why anybody was believing the community team when they said that it was Theme Maker's Toolkit's item. So, especially the one guy, I'm not going to say names, but the one guy who wrote like 6 or 7 times in the comments that it was a Theme Maker's Toolkit. Like he totally believed this. But anyway, I don't mean to call you out, dude. Hey. All I'm saying is we were right, so I hate to say that, but anyway, yeah, so apparently there was a problem with the ski lift. I was kind of hoping they would release some more photos and stuff of it that day. They usually would release us a quick tease video, and then they would give us another picture later on in the afternoon of whatever the ride was going to be. And there was another reason, I guess, why people were thinking that it wasn't real with the Chairlift, because there wasn't anybody riding the Chairlift. And I guess now we know why. It's because it wasn't working. I don't know why they didn't see this before and why it's taken so long. But I do have to say this about Frontier, though. At least this time, they caught it before they actually released it. Whatever this bug is with the ride, or whatever is causing the problems, they did catch it before they released it to us, instead of having to wait a week for a patch, or longer, like 3 months in some cases, or in the case of some bugs we're still waiting on a fix for it. But a lot of the times they would release these things and they wouldn't fix it. They would cause problems and they wouldn't fix it until the next update, the next DLC, which would be like 3 months later. I mean, yeah, they would usually do like a quick patch or something a day or two later just to fix like a small issue. But if it was a bigger problem, then they wouldn't bother with it until like 3 months. They're like, oh, we'll get it with the next DLC. That's not good for your community, guys. I mean, it's just not. We're sitting here. Some of us haven't even been able to play our parks. I was able to get into my park, but it was really, really slow. But there are some people out there who couldn't even play the game because of the last big bug that they introduced with 1.9. And they're waiting until today to actually update it. But guess what? We still didn't get that update because we didn't get the DLC today. Because they actually found a problem, and this time around they're actually going to fix the problem before they release it. So I have two things to say about that. Either they have raised the bar somewhat on quality assurance before they actually release these things, or whatever this problem was, whatever this glitch or bug was, it was so big that even they couldn't ignore it and say, they'll be alright with it for a while. So I don't know which one is which. I want to kind of believe the latter, that they actually did test this thing this time. I know I've seen people say, oh, well, they test this stuff before they put it out. I honestly don't think they do. There has been every single major release, every single DLC update, like 1.6, 7, 8, whatever, you name one of the numbers, whatever it is, it always causes a problem. And I'm thinking, why did they not see this before? How could they possibly, if they're testing these, how did they not see these problems? And I don't know. I don't know what to say about it, but I mean, hopefully this is a sign of a good thing. I mean, this DLC is going to be awesome. I am on the far end of hyped for this thing. I couldn't wait to get it today. And it does kind of suck that it didn't come out today, but I would much rather have a better product and wait a little bit longer for a better update than to have it put out, be completely broken and unplayable for 3 months. I would much rather have it this way. A couple of days, that's fine. Take your time, Frontier, fix whatever this problem was. I'm okay with that. And I completely understand. I can agree with some of the people who are kind of mad that it didn't come out today, because when they released the patch that had the suspended coaster in it, I literally took off a day of work ahead of time because I knew it was coming, so I could build Big Bad Wolf that day. I wanted the whole day off of work just so I could start work on it before anybody else put it out there, and I wanted to work on it. So I completely can kind of vouch for some of these people who are mad. If you were like me, if you took off a day of work because you thought today was going to be the day the DLC came out, I completely agree with you. That sucks, you know. It happens though, and again, in the long run, it is better that we do get a better product, because you have to agree with me. There's no denying the facts that every single time they have put out a DLC, it's been broken, and it stays broken until the next DLC. That's 3 to 4 months in between big patches until things are fixed. Every single time. There is no denying that fact. So at least they caught it this time. At least they're going to fix it before they release it. I'm okay with that. I hope you guys out there are too. I know there's a lot of ill will towards it right now. And you know, you guys know me. I'm the first one to point out issues and the first one to call bullshit on stuff like this. But I mean, you know, hey, this solves the reason why there was nobody riding the chairlifts in the quick tease video or in the photos and stuff that we saw. It's because it wasn't working. On talking about the chairlifts while we're at it, because I literally haven't said anything about this. Like I said, I meant to do the video yesterday. I just decided I'd wait until the DLC was out today and talk about it. The chairlifts look fantastic. I cannot wait to get my hands on these things and play with them. And, you know, it is actually kind of a good thing that I did wait to do this video today. Even though the DLC didn't come out today, I guess they had planned to release it, and they put out a quick, like, trailer on YouTube, and it was quickly pulled. It wasn't up for long, but there was a Reddit user who was able to get a couple, he was able to, like, get a couple screenshots and stuff from it by the name of Billionaire, if I'm pronouncing that, Billionaire. Yeah, so he grabbed a couple of screenshots from the trailer that was shown, and it shows that the chairlift is working, and it looks pretty sweet. It's got actual guests and stuff on it, and there's another photo that you can see here that has the actual station working. Now, I didn't get to see this trailer myself. In fact, I'm actually re-editing this video after I'd already finished it, because I just happened upon these after I'd already finished the video. So this is kind of I'm just interjecting this into it. Yeah, I mean, apparently it has continuous movement through the station, is what people are saying. So it doesn't look like it stops. It looks like the guests just get on and kind of go. So that could be good news for maybe the future of Planet Coaster. If they have a continuous station, then that means Omni-Movers and stuff like that could also be possible. Those who are huge Disney fans know what Omni-Movers are. But yeah, this is something that so many people have been craving, just like the Grand Carousel. Every single thing in this pack has been something that has been missing since day one, and it's something that so many people have been asking for. Is there other things that people have been asking for? Yes. Hopefully Frontier is listening to us. I kind of feel like they are, finally. Maybe they've gotten through all the stuff that they needed to do, and now they're just like, you know, let's listen to the community now. Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know, but I can't wait to get into it, and you know, I can't wait to play it. It's going to be probably the best DLC that I have ever spent money on this game. I like spooky, I like adventure, I liked vintage. Vintage had so many nice rides in it. Studios I didn't care for. World's Fair was the worst DLC ever, and yeah, that was completely awful. There ain't hardly anybody out there that can say World's Fair was a decent DLC. For what you got for the money, it just wasn't worth it. But anyway, you know, hey, this one's top notch. Props to Frontier, props to the art designers, props to everybody who's been working on this, props to Sam Denny and everybody for that. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for giving us what we wanted. I can't wait to see what you guys are doing next for the game. And, you know, hopefully you continue this. If you do more scenery, you know, maybe do light scenery, more rides, kind of do a mix and match. Give us the same kind of scenery, or give us the same kind of rides and stuff that you're giving us now. Like, this is like the perfect deal. I kind of feel like maybe we are paying a little much for this, but it's almost $1 a ride. It's a little more or $1 a ride, so that's not too bad. And I've always said I would be one of the first ones to actually pay money for an All Rides DLC, and I think the price is worth it. A few more rides could have been added, so in this particular case, I'm alright with it. I'm fine. I would love to see a pack like this, but add a little bit of scenery in with it, you know? With the Theme Maker's Toolkit, we don't necessarily need a lot of scenery packs like we used to get, but you know, it is also good to get those kind of packs. And you got a lot of like the general public, like not us coaster fans, not us true fanboys of the game, not us realistic builders and stuff, but the general public who could care less about this stuff, who doesn't know the difference between, you know, a looping coaster and another looping coaster. You know who you are, and you guys know who I'm talking about. There's some people who are literally out there complaining because, oh, we're getting more flat rides that spin, more spinning rides, more coasters that do loops. There's a whole lot more to these than a coaster that does loop. Every coaster is a little bit different. So, you know, I don't understand your complaints about that, other than the fact that you know nothing about a theme park. Literally nothing, and you're probably playing the wrong game if you think that all these are is just coasters that do loops. So, you know, you guys know me. I'm opinionated as hell. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. I will be back with another quick video about the DLC once we actually get it. Don't know when that's going to be. But yeah, it'll be out in a couple of days, they're saying. So until then, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Thanks for watching. What's up, everybody? Thank you for watching the video. If you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button down below and click on the bell to stay on top of all my new videos and live streaming events here on YouTube. I also want to give a huge shout out to all the names you see on the right for their support through donations, Patreon, and through Twitch subs. If you would like to join their ranks and you are able, you can do so by clicking on any of those links in the video description down below. No worries though, if you don't like giving away money like that, you can still support the channel by purchasing games or anything through Greenman Gaming, through Humble Bundle, or through Amazon by clicking on my links and making your purchase. A little bit of that goes towards me to support the channel. If you still can't get enough of me, you can always check me out live on twitch.tv and stay up to date with me on Twitter as well. Now that's going to be it, but I can't say thank you enough for all your support here on the channel. Wherever you guys are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. See you later.